Hey, thanks for joining me. Love Them Knives channel. LTK here, going to talk about the Kizer Domin or Domin. I'm going to call it the Domin, but whatever. It's an Azo design, and he designs a lot of different knives. I think he did the basalt. He's done a lot of them. Oh God, I was trying to think of another one I saw the other day that he did. And in any case, does a lot of for Kizer. This one is a real flat grind. It's VG-10 steel blade. Stone wash. Does that look like a little bit of a recurve to you? Just ever so slight? It does, doesn't it? A little bit. In any case, right through there, that area. Looks like a real usable blade though. Right or left hand, tip up carry. These come in different colors. I mean, I got this one in blue. Go figure, right? And black backspacer with a lanyard area so you can hook on there. This is a real user knife, not very expensive, like 50 bucks. Not very expensive, like 50 bucks. Wow. In any case, you know, that's all relative to where you are in the knife world. But yeah, and look at the pass through here. So you can disengage. It's a liner lock. It's not a flipper, obviously, no flipper tab. And of course, Kizer, Chinese knife company. This is the box it came in. It's not, you know, I mean, the Vanguard series knives are not, you know, overly done as far as presentation in, but it is a box. And there's where the knife fits in here. And then you get this folder full of all kinds of stuff, right? Passion for performance. So there you go. You've got the microfiber cloth in its little folder, and then you've got the instruction stuff. And it was on one side, seemed like a whole bunch of manufacturing pictures here, that kind of thing. And on the other side, your warranty information, that kind of thing, all together. So yeah, and it all fits in this nice little folder they give you, and that all sticks into the top of the on top of the knife and back in the box. So interesting from that perspective. And it's grippy G10. Feels good. I mean, this is not on bearings. This is on washers, and I didn't take this apart, but this is like some of the other knives that they've had like this that are on washers. You know, I mean, if it's a real user knife, sometimes maybe it's to your advantage not to have bearings, because you can get debris and different things in there where you have to disassemble it to clean out the bearing races. And this here is flat washers, so it's not going to build up like that. These washers make full contact on either side of the blade, give it a little bit maybe more stability, that kind of thing. And this one is centered right up. No lock, rock, or blade play. There's your lock up, about 35 to 40%. You got ambidextrous thumb studs. It's easy to flick open. It's easier now to flick open than when I first got it. And you know what? I thought it was a little tight on the pivot. So just for the time being, I did go in and I loosened this just a little bit, make it a little bit more flickable. But still, there's no blade play or anything. You know, you give yourself, if they munch down on it a little too far, you can still back it off a tad without any blade play. So if that's possible to give yourself easier action, then, you know, there you go, my middle finger flick. Still not working that great. There you go. But yeah, thumb flick, easy to do. You can see that. Looks like these are the blade stops. but I don't know because I'm not looking to see. It looks like it may have an internal stop pin actually. So these are probably not, no, not the blade stop. But I didn't take it apart. So there you go. Pocket clip, nothing special. Just a regular stamp pocket clip. It's pretty stiff. That's adjustable, of course. You can change that as far as, you know, make it a little, give yourself a little bit more room if you need to or not. Can't remember. I think I may have put this in my pocket once, and I don't remember having issues with it. So probably, you know, the easiest is to figure out what your likes and dislikes are as far as pocket clips go. This one is not a hot spot that I've noticed holding this knife. You see how this goes? It stays pretty close to the bottom. It doesn't really stick up too far, so it follows the line of the knife, and it's a pretty open design. Obviously skeletonized on the inside, on the liner for weight relief. How big is it? Let's find out. It's supposed to be about a 3.5-inch blade, and it is. 90 millimeters and overall 8 inches at around 20 centimeters. So pretty ordinary as far as overall EDC size that a lot of people carry. The Paramilitary 2 is 8.25, so this Domin is, or the Domin is 1/4 inch shorter. Interesting, huh? Yeah. VG-10 steel, like I said before. Let's take out the old paper. Okay, pretty sharp out of the box. So, you know, and I'm going to give you a link to White Mountain knives. I mean, one thing for sure, if it's a I think it's $52 knife. So if you get a 10% discount using the LTK discount code, then it'd be $5.20 off. So it'd be about a $45 knife delivered to you, maybe $47. So, and different colors available. I'm not doing worth a crap on that middle finger flick, am I? I don't have a lot of room between the scale and the thumb stud. There it goes. All right. I think it's a cool design. I think it's a real usable carry. It's comfortable in the hand. The ergos are good. You know, I mean, it doesn't do a lot of fancy like pistol grip or palm swell type stuff here, but it gives you a linear rectangular frame where you can get a hold of it. It's pretty usable from that point of view. Here, you don't get any sharpening choil here. You're kind of right up against this when you're sharpening the knife. That's not that great. You can see here how this is flush with the blade and the lower bolster area and even on top. So nice design. It flows well. You know, you're not seeing the back of the blade here. This disappears in the scale. Usable length here. They're getting right up to where they didn't have much more to give. So they're making good use of the handle with blade ratio. What do you think? Let's get a little bit of measure, and let me see if I can find my micrometer here, because we can probably do this with both. 11.7 millimeter thick, so 0.46, which, you know, the Paramilitary is a 0.45 thickness, so this is the same overall thickness as the Paramilitary 2 if you wanted to get that for a comparison. And 0.125, so an 1/8 inch, 3.2 millimeters basically. blade stock, so it's not overly heavy. So it should be a pretty good little slicer, and it feels grippy here. So I mean, it's sharp out of the box. And the VG-10, good stainless, you know, fairly easy to sharpen, kind of the Japanese version of 440C as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, it's a good non-corrosive stainless seal. Easy to work with. There's your model number for this one, the A3 obviously being the blue, and the rest of the model number, the 4516. So there you go. Check it out. Comes in a nice box. At least you get a microfiber cloth. It's reasonably good size, but it's pretty light, supposedly. .7 3.7 ounces. There you go. A little over 100 grams, 105. So not bad in that respect. Not bad at all. Yet being a full-size knife and a real user, interesting. Probably should have took it apart, but I didn't. Got lazy. I've taken several of these types where, you know, Kizer has the they had another one too that was like this, and it had washers in it as well because it's not a flipper. If this was a Vanguard knife that had a flipper on it, they'd probably have in fact, I bet you they'd have bearings in it. But this, no need, really. It's pretty smooth the way it is. Of course, it's not going to be a flipper toy or that kind of thing, but it flicks out. It's good ergos, light, yet full size, and, you know, grippy. It's just, I really like it. I think it's a great offering for those of people who are looking for a good little slicer, a versatile carry knife. They can take a beating. You don't have to worry about getting scratched up and stuff. And of course, the G10's very corrosion resistant too, chemical resistant, that kind of thing. Nice knife. I like it. What do you think, Flanagan? Come on back, buddy. All right, we're going to let you go. Hey, thanks for stopping in. The Domin by Kizer. Get it on White Mountain. Get 10% off. Free shipping. Yeah. It's a knife to look at. If you like the design and you're looking for a user, this is definitely one to consider, I believe. Take care. You know what we do around here. We love them knives, so stay sharp, my friends.